What's up, metas? H.O.D here again, and we already have a huge patch coming now again for Once Human. In less than 24 hours, we have patch 1.1. We have taming and breeding of animals, new PvP team events, fishing overhaul, and a new event on the flying whale, and some huge balance changes, and also a sick motorbike skin and new loot crates to achieve it. So make sure you guys smash a like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's cover the patch notes for Once Human patch 1.1. Alright, so we have some more Once Human patches coming. Today we have Once Human patch notes for 1.1. Once Human will undergo server maintenance on Thursday at 2 PM, so that's tomorrow at 2 PM, so in about 15 hours from now. As this update is fairly large, the maintenance will be expected to last for 5 hours, so plan your game time accordingly. So be aware, Once Human will be down for 5 hours at least tomorrow. Some of these maintenances do go longer, but there's some huge features. So they're bringing a brand new ranching feature into the game where you can capture and raise animals and build the post-apocalyptic ranch of your dreams. So now we can make a farm. Look at this. We can actually capture all the creatures in the world and make passive farms for them, no doubt. And so you're going to be able to get all your rabbits there, and it'll probably work with the hunter as well, with the bunny, with Killer Bunny. So that is awesome. Really cool to see another huge mechanic drop, and it's like they're just dropping it like it's nothing. So most animals encountered in the open world, including deer, wolves, sheep, wild boars, bears, rabbits, and crocodiles, can be captured and brought back to your territory and raised. Even more animals will be made available in the future. So each animal has different habits and characteristics, so you need to build a special house for each type of animal and provide the appropriate food. So they're going to need a bit of maintenance. It's not going to be it won't be super passive to start. You'll be able to set it up though, no doubt, I reckon. Once an animal is tame enough, you'll be able to collect skins or meat from them. So once they raise, you'll be able to harvest them, which is going to be cruel when you become attached and name one. So I'm going to call him Henry, and when Henry's dead, I don't really want to, I don't want to kill Henry and harvest him, so I'm just going to have the farm to look at. No way am I going to kill my pets. That's cruel. They say some animals are aggressive by nature and can even help defend your territory against deviant invasions. So you can even use, for instance, probably bears to defend your territory and the wolves. So this is going to be wild. This is like a big update. An upcoming September update will even allow you to breed the animals to obtain rare and unique critters. So they've also got a revamped fishing system coming. Concerning the fishing minigame, players are reported being unable to catch fish or confusion. So they understand where we're coming from, and they're revamping some of the systems with the fishing. The waiting time has been reduced, and we've increased the number of fish in each fish tank can hold. So that's amazing. So you can put a ton of fish in your fish tank instead of just the one now. And they've added a lot of rare new fish types. So really awesome. I kind of enjoy the fishing mechanic. It's kind of chill in between all the hectic PvP and action. So great to see they're already working on some of these things that people have had issues with. They say the new fishing minigame is a battle between your stamina and the fish's energy, so the tension on the fishing line is displayed in the center of your screen, and you must reel in the fish as much as possible while keeping the fishing line from snapping. So it's going to be a bit more dynamic when you're catching the fish, which is awesome to see. So they also optimize the fish types, reducing the waiting time when fishing or reeling in a big fish. They added new rare fish, northern pike, bloodjade, sunfish, but there's a lot of new fishes. And again, optimized fish tanks for multiple fish. So if you're a fisherman in Once Human, this is amazing for you. They also added the new wilderness game modes, Sproutlet Conquest, exclusive to Evolution's Call, a new PvP event, opening time every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and at a random settlement in Chalk Peak, Lone Wolf Waste, or Blackheart region. And in this, the game mode lasts for 20 minutes, and Sproutlets will start spawning 5 minutes after the event starts, and can be obtained through various mining methods. Metas in the event zone will be in PvP teams. So it's a team-based PvP event. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Because if you guys have played the Sproutlet events at the moment, it's really randomized. So you end up fighting your friends, because it's whoever gets the Sproutlet on their head. But we're in teams for this. So it's going to be more like Outpost Rush from New World or something like that. So holy, that is amazing. They are just blowing me away with how much new content we are getting. Let's go. That is so cool to see. I'm so pumped for this. And it's going to be in an engagement zone, so a little area of the map. So it'll be set in... Oh, it's going to be great. Then there's the Ancient One's Trials, and people have reported seeing the Ancient One descend upon the highest mountain in Chalk Peak. So if you climb up there, you can board the Ancient One and face a trial of your determination and courage. So that's going to be on all servers as well. So this looks like the whale that flies by. I've never looked closely at it. It's like a actual plane that's become alive. That's crazy. So another event, Ancient One's Trial. Hell yeah. Mod conversion is unlocked when you reach level 40 in the Nova season. This mod conversion function can be accessed from the upper right corner of the mod backpack. You can convert 6 unenhanced legendary mods into a legendary mod with a main attribute of their choice. That is insane. So you can choose what actual mod perk you get. So if you want weak spot, you can choose that by sacrificing 5 legendaries of mod perks that you didn't want. So this is insane. So no longer are you going to have to farm over and over the silos. Mods obtained via conversion may contain basic suffixes. If 4 of 6 of the mods are used for the conversion, contain the same suffix, the converted mod is guaranteed to have that suffix. So you can guarantee that you're going to get a precision or a violent. If you combine 4 violence, you can guarantee it's going to be a violent with a attribute choice of your choosing. Insane. Insane. So good. Now we've got controller support. Once Human now supports game controllers, so you can experience the game in a different way through your favorite controller. So this is huge. Everyone wanted controller support. It's finally here for you guys. So get your controllers out. You can it'll automatically detect your controller's button layout. Currently Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch Pro. It'll be amazing. So there's a lot more in that, but for you guys on controller, it's here finally. And we also have some news on cross-character page sharing. So cross-character sharing for paid content is now available. So if you've got characters on the same region, you can share the cosmetics across them. So be aware they have to be in the same region. So Asia on Asia and EU on EU. So to be aware there is some limit to that. And server invitation codes are now available. If a server is full, players already on the server can find their special invitation code on their player info screen, which can be accessed via the menu. They can share this invitation code with friends, and friends will receive the invitation code and can use it to enter the server, even if it's already full. No freaking way. So the issue where you can't join your friends is going to be fixed here. You just need to send your friend an invitation code. These patch notes are freaking insane. There's so much in this. As servers have restricted capacity, there's still a limit to the number of players who can join the server using the special invitation codes. Once the server reaches this limit, no more players may join, even if they have a code. So do it as soon as possible, because it's not going to last for long. Some servers will be changing seasons for the first time. The following is useful. So then they link to the info about the new scenarios there. Crazy stuff. Crazy, wild stuff. We also have new epic hairstyles and makeup and the Teddy Warrior fashion set. So you can get this. I wish it was a more badass set. I could nearly see myself rocking that chest though. If it's just the chest, oh man. I want something cool and apocalyptic, but that's interesting. That's gonna be kind of camo. I don't know. Mixed feelings. I wish it was more badass. Oh, but here we go. We might have some badass skins here. The Lightforge loot crates are now available. Open the Lightforge loot crates to receive a guaranteed cosmetic, as well as obtain Lightforge cosmetics, collection cosmetics. You will not receive duplicates. A Lightforge collection cosmetic is guaranteed within 30 openings. So are these Lightforge cosmetics? I'm not sure. So this is a guaranteed way to get those cosmetics instead of the Mishka's mark. So that's great. And the Pyroglide is coming. And the fashion set, there we go. And oh, this is going to be the... Is this going to be the set that you can order? Oh, you can get this set with the Lightforge loot crates. So, that's awesome. This looks badass. This is what I'm after. Look at this. This looks like a hood, and it's on the chest. It's got like a bit of a cape thing going. This is what I'm after. This is so sick. So, wild stuff. And then we've got the update with Wilderness Express starting on August 15. Enjoy the race through the wilderness alone or as a team. So that's the race they were talking about previously. And Secure on site starts on August 22. And then they say the Prime War, they've reduced the cooldown of the Prime War to 5 minutes and done some additional patches to that. Territory Purification, they've reduced Deviant HP and the damage they deal to buildings. So that's good for a lot of people. If you're worried about that, your base is going to be a bit safer against these events. And other adjustments, slightly increased the length of high-level cargo conquest matches. So the cargo conquest mission is going to last longer. If a meta is defeated while carrying a chaotic cortex, the cortex will no longer drop as Stardust flowers, but as a chaotic cortex model that can be more easily noticed by other metas. So therefore you can tell if someone's doing the PvP thing. Territory construction, they say construction mode is now has a grid alignment system that displays a grid on your map, so it's probably going to be a lot tidier to snap things, hopefully, because that's been the biggest issue. You can disable grid alignment too and return to the default freeform if you want to. And they say when the season enters its settlement phase, the personal territory and your vehicles will automatically be saved as house blueprints to use in the new season. So even if you don't save them, they will save for you. House blueprints can now save as wallpapers and building cosmetics. Oh, they can now save wallpapers and building cosmetics. So if you customize the blueprint, it's going to save with everything on it. When previewing your house blueprint, you can now filter the facilities, wallpaper, and other content. Facilities such as brewing barrels and fuel refineries now display the correct input to output ratio. You can now easily disconnect electrical wires and water pipes. And your backpack will now become invisible when interacting with certain furniture features. When crafting gear, materials for semi-finished items will now be automatically added if you have the required quantities. Deviant optimization. Starting from the second season, the opposing factions shall face a new challenge, the Super Anomaly. Due to perpetual exposure to aberrant forces, the enemies on the continent have gained new powers and extreme resilience. Luckily, they also come with weakness. Exploit these vulnerabilities and defeat them to earn rewards. So location, larger strongholds in hard and pro dungeons. Super Anomaly types of void, phase, balance, and coherence. Countermeasures, specific types of damage and abilities obtained from the cradle. So this is for the new season where we're fighting the factions, where it's faction versus faction. So these are the new anomaly types: void, phase, balance, and coherence. So this will be interesting. These will be new builds we can make as well, I'm guessing. We can probably use those ourselves, possibly. Slightly increase the HP of low level and mid deviants in the Nova season. Deviants in the Nova season now pose a larger threat and deal more damage. Combat optimizations, they balanced adjustments. We've noticed some balance issues during the Nova season and we'll address them in the following sections. Different builds have different cradle trigger conditions, especially in PvP, so we've adjusted the difficulty of triggering certain cradles to ensure more balanced gameplay across different builds. After hitting weak spot with bullet effect damage plus 25 for 3 seconds. Now after triggering bullet effect damage 25 for 4 seconds. So they've actually buffed that. After triggering bullet effects. Oh, instead of hitting the weak spot. So that's buffed. So it looks like they've buffed a few here. I'm not going to go through all of these, but make sure, let's double check what they do for any of our really good PvP builds. The current PvP scenario have overly powerful damage reduction builds. The prolonged knockdown times negatively impact the PvP experience, and they adjusted the cradle reduction stats accordingly. So before, after rolling damage reduction plus 15 for 4 seconds, now it's plus 15% and status reduction for 15 seconds as well. Before, damage from humans was negative 20, and it was halved after defeating a player. Now damage from humans negative 20, and halved after damaging a human player. So once you damage someone, you're going to start taking 10%, so it's reduced the effect of that. Oh, they've nerfed our old Huntsman boots. Are designed to simplify player controls, but these boots are too powerful, so they reduce their effectiveness in PvP. After triggering the bullseye, the next one bullet will count as a weak spot hit, even if it doesn't hit weak spot. So that's before. Now after, the next one bullet hitting a marked target will count as a weak spot hit, even if it doesn't hit weak spot. Weak spot damage plus 30% to enemies affected by the bullseye. Let's see how this works. The next one bullet hitting a marked target. Oh, so it's got to be a marked target now. Bullet hitting a marked target will count as a weak spot. So they have to actually be marked for you to get this now. So that's interesting. So big nerf there, which is warranted, to be honest. Lots of balances here. Oh, slightly weaker. So they've made Jaws better. Jaws is buffed. So before it was after defeat, blast elemental damage plus 30. Now it's after hitting a weak spot. Hit, you get blast damage increase. So for all you Jaws players, that's huge. Doombringer is going to probably have a nerf. So it had 65% chance to trigger bullseye. Now it's 30% chance to trigger bullseye. And 80% chance when within 5 minutes. So you've got to get really close to somebody. So huge changes. Like, it's actually wild. So again, there's some battle stats bug fixes as well. There's new additions. There's even new calibration blueprints. So frugal style suits pistols and sniper rifles, allowing ammo recovery. Boost style, increasing keyword trigger probability throughout reloading. So lots of new stuff is coming. I'm not going to go through it all, but new calibration blueprints is awesome. And then the rest is a lot of bug fixing. So I'm not going to go through that. This is absolutely wild. How much is in this? So make sure you guys go through these. Fix an issue where constructing the advanced solar generator couldn't complete the Mayfly task. So crazy patch notes. I'm so pumped. Like, I'm just trying to process everything we read, but you know, the biggest takeaways are farming's coming, fishing overhaul, crazy new teams PvP event, the mod fixes so you can guarantee what you're going to get on your mods for at least one of the attributes, new calibration attributes. Like, there's just so much in it. It's actually amazing. I hope this keeps the momentum. Do you guys think Once Human's going to keep it up? This is nearly the end of the phase now, so I wonder what's going to happen. Is there going to be a lull before the next... Is there going to be a lull before the next season starts? It's going to be very interesting. If you guys want to know how the seasons work, I just did a video on that too. You guys are legends. Thanks for watching. And if you guys want to know and keep up to date with anything Once Human, make sure to smash that like and subscribe. My name's H.O.D. I'll see you guys in the next one.